What's up? Welcome back to another episode of JK Sports. Just wanted to do a video on the huge exodus that's happening in San Francisco. Enormous amount of people, a lot of turnover. Starting off with Jim Harbaugh leaving for the Michigan job, and obviously there was differences between the owner and Harbaugh, and just kind of downhill from there. Expectedly, they lost Iwapati, Culliver, Parrish Cox, their two starting corners, Frank Gore, Crabtree and Stevie Johnson, they weren't planning on bringing back anyways. Scuda going to Jacksonville. Of course, yeah, Frank Gore going to the Colts, going with his buddy from the U, Andre Johnson. Culliver going to Washington, Iwapati going to a rival in Arizona. Crabtree, as of this video, has yet to find a new team. Stevie Johnson signs a deal with San Diego. That was, at worst, was expected because they could have offered them, they could have re-signed them. Iwapati and the two corners, I think, is going to hurt. Frank Gore is going to hurt, though. Carlos Hyde, he's a beast, but they're going to have to find someone to take the load off of him, and like Gore, still losing Gore is gonna hurt. But the retirement is the huge deal that's happening in San Francisco. First off, Patrick Willis retiring with seemingly out of nowhere, and Justin Smith is contemplating at this point retiring. Both of those by themselves is a huge hit. But there was a silver lining with Patrick Willis retiring, was that Chris Borland, the rookie this past year, was a monster when he played and took over, and Bowman would be coming back from missing the entire season, I believe. So they thought Bowman and Borland would be holding it down for the years to come, but then Chris Borland shockingly retires out of fear of concussions or brain trauma or something of the like. Can't really fault him for that because that is a legit concern. Once you leave the NFL, a lot of players have lasting impairments or whatever. So, though it is shocking because he's only a rookie, could have gone to another contract and got a signing bonus, and then the year after that retire. That's probably what I would have done, but of course you run the risk of getting injured between that point. But so yeah, Borland and Patrick Willis, both middle linebackers for them, gone, retired. Neither of them 30, Borland far from 30. And if Justin Smith retires, that's just three massive hits to your defense on top of losing your two starting corners. Scuda, who was a very good role player, played a lot, had 5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles last year. Very versatile. Yeah, that defense is taking a lot of hits. On the plus side, they did sign Torrey Smith to a 5-year, $40 million deal, 22 of which is guaranteed, which I think is perfect. I love that signing for them. Obviously, that wide receiver duo, Torrey Smith and Anquan Bolden, worked very well for Baltimore, and I don't see why it wouldn't in San Francisco. And they signed Reggie Bush, which I'm not a big fan of signing 30-year-old running backs. They just depreciate so quickly in terms of their talent, especially ones that rely on speed like Bush. But I think he's got at least a year in him where he can be effective, and he could be a good third down running back for them to spell Hyde. They also signed Eric Pears as, I guess, depth. Along the offensive line, they signed Darnell Dockett to a 2-year, $7.5 million deal, 2 of which is guaranteed. That makes it palatable because Dockett, at his age, he's 34 and has ACL injury, coming off of one. That's rough, but $2 million isn't so bad. Jerome Simpson, the wide receiver, he's been arrested 3 times. He was with the Vikings last time he played. I believe he missed all of 2014. I really don't know about that. I'd re-sign Crabtree. It's a 2-year deal. I don't know what the money is. I can't imagine it's anything large at all. I don't like that move, not a bit. Then they signed Jared Hayne, an Australian rugby player. The Jets tried it with Hayden Smith, I believe, for a tight end. Didn't work out. I don't know. I don't know if any rugby players have panned out for any team, but I guess it's worth a shot. Maybe. Well, they'll find out how he is in training camp and preseason. Probably end up cutting him at worst. They re-signed Blaine Gabbert for whatever reason. I guess he's used to the system. I don't know. Then they re-signed the long snapper and a couple tight ends, but nothing huge there. But really strange stuff happening in San Francisco. What happened on defense is just scary. What happened there? They really are going to rely on Bowman after missing most of the year to be the middle linebacker. They're going to have to find someone in the draft. Free agency, there's nothing left really for inside linebacker. There's plenty of corners in the draft, thankfully, for them. So, yeah, I'm not expecting a whole lot from San Francisco this year unless Kaepernick really turns it up this year. Torrey Smith, I really like that signing. He's got some good weapons. Torrey Smith is a perfect complement to Anquan Bolden. They need a vintage year from Vernon Davis, and a good. From what I've seen from Carlos Hyde, he's really good. He looks legit. So I think their offense could be good. They're gonna have to find a guard to replace Iopati. That's big, and the defense. Wow. And in that division, with those great defenses, it's gonna be tough to do something in San Francisco. But you never know. So yeah. Watch out for my mock draft. I got it. It's all finished. I just got to record it. And I'll probably be dropping that soon. I don't know which one will come up first. So, yeah. So, like, subscribe if you want. And I'll see you.